What's going on, guys? My name is Christopher and welcome to It's Complicated, the show where I talk about and showcase wristwatches. So if you love watches like I do, you're going to want to hit that subscribe button and then click on the bell next to that subscribe button and you're all set. Today I'm going to be showing you that my Seiko SKX007 hasn't been running amazing lately. Here we go. Now, about a year and a half ago, I was purchased a Seiko SKX007, and it's a great looking watch. I think it's a great watch. It was very cheap back then, and now it's worth a little more than it was when my lady friend bought it for me. The only thing I did to it is I did put a sapphire crystal in there. I had somebody else put the sapphire crystal in there, but the original crystal did get scratched pretty quickly because I wear it to work sometimes. So now it doesn't get scratched really at all. Now, the movement of this watch is the Seiko 7S26 movement, and they put that movement in many, many different Seiko watches. My one buddy has one watch that keeps amazing time, and I think part of the problem is that they're just not regulated as well. You know, maybe they only grab one out of every 100 or so and make sure it's running good, and they just let them go. And, you know, that keeps the price of some of these Seikos very cheap, in my opinion. And of course, you know, with a Rolex or an Omega, you are paying a lot of money for that name brand, but it's also nice to look at a Rolex and go, huh, this watch is keeping almost perfect time and maybe gaining or losing 1 second a day. Not that every one is perfect, but I can't send that Seiko back to Seiko and say, hey, fix this watch. Really nothing I can do about it. So let me show you guys how it looks on that time grapher machine. So just wanted to show you guys how this Seiko has been running. It's pretty wild. I mean, right now it's showing it's negative 10 seconds a day, but really, there it goes, boom, negative 20 seconds a day. This thing has been all over the place. At one point today, while on this time grapher machine, it was running at plus 30 seconds a day. Now, I set this Seiko on a Saturday. Today, I'm filming this video, is a Wednesday. There it goes, boom, plus 23 seconds a day. And now it's at plus 14 seconds a day. Plus 17 seconds a day, and it was just running at plus 11 seconds a day. I mean, this thing is just all over the place. And there it goes to negative 9 seconds a day. Pretty interesting stuff. I also been running my Rolex Submariner, and as you can see here, the Seiko is running about 3 minutes behind the Rolex Submariner in just 5 days. And there you have it. And I really do like wearing that watch. And I think for now, okay, so it's 3 minutes behind and it's been running for 5 days. It's losing about 36 seconds a day on average. But you saw on that time grapher machine, that thing is all over the place right now. And again, it's not the end of the world. It's still keeping somewhat decent time. And I still enjoy wearing that watch to work. I don't have to worry about the crystal being scratched because I did have that replaced, etc. So if you're watching this video and you're thinking about buying a Seiko or you're looking at other watches, just remember that your watch might not keep the most amazing time, but if you are into mechanical watches, I think Seikos are still pretty cool. But if you are thinking about buying a mechanical watch and you are looking into a Seiko, I still think that's pretty cool. It's got the day on it, it's got the date on it, and if you got to set it once a week, I mean, it is what it is, especially if you can find one for under 200, which is what my lady found one for brand new. Now I think they're a little more expensive because that SKX007 is different, but the new Seiko 5 is out, not as water resistant as that one, but the new Seiko 5 looks pretty cool if you ask me, although I do have a couple issues with it, again, with the water, no screw down crown, etc. So leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Do you have a Seiko? Do you have a time grapher machine? Do you run these things and check these things out and see how your Seiko's keeping time? And that wraps up another episode of It's Complicated. Don't forget to like this video, share it with all your friends, show people about that time grapher machine. It's pretty cool and you can get them somewhat cheap. So I'll see you guys next time on another episode of It's Complicated.